Hey, what is up everyone? It's Rinku, and I have a new video today about the Karma update. So this is just going to be, I guess, a discussion. It's going to be like, maybe I'll make a series out of this, I don't know, we can just discuss things. But today is specifically about the Karma update, and if you didn't know, the Karma update, it used to cost 60,000 Karma to kill someone, now it costs 120,000. Effectively limiting people to only being able to kill 2 times instead of 4 times now, before having negative Karma if you like kill more than that, or you'd have to kill monsters to gain your Karma back. So that is the topic of today. Now, the reason I'm making this is because my last video, the weekly patch note video, I kind of said it was an extremely bad update, and I didn't really give that much reason why. I was just talking about it briefly, but I realized all the comments are about that one part of the update. So that's why I wanted to make just a discussion on this update. And I want to hear what everyone says. Like, I'm not going to say 100% this is a bad update. Like, this is a good update for probably a lot of people. But, you know, the people that have been playing this game for a very long time, I would say it's a bad update. Now, I'm going to talk about why I think this is a bad update. And I'm sure there's many things I have not thought of. So that's why I'm kind of doing this. I want to share my thought process so you guys understand why I'm saying it's bad. So, the main thing here is because this game has training spots. Now, the most frequently PvP'd areas, the places that people are going to be talking about, I would assume, or I at least hope so if we're talking about this conversation, is pirates and Sazens. Now, this new Sazen area is supposed to take away from pirates because it's supposed to like have people have an alternative to go if they don't want to go all the way to pirates, and it's more training at Sazen, so it's just more areas to train. It's all around good. I don't know how that's going to affect this, but I mean, this update was all at once. So we're going to talk about like before that, just when it was just Sazen Pirates. I'm sure it's going to be the same deal with all these players. I'm sure there's going to be much PvP at the new Schultz area on the right of Sazens. But yeah, basically, there are things called rotations, and I think that's kind of why the Karma update is bad, and I think that's why the word griefer is like brought up a lot, because there's a specific way in these areas that people have trained because it seems to be the best EXP rates, and these are called rotations. Like, Pirates has main rotation, back rotation, it has jungle if you want to go solo, it has mountain if you're not quite geared yet, and it's got more rotations you can extend on in main. It's got a lot of stuff. Same with Sazens. Even Sazens has several rotations. It has main, it has back, even though I see people confuse those all the time. It has like super far back, and then it even has shore for those low, like, beginners. So it has a lot of rotations, like, and you can combine rotations, etc. But the reason why people train at these rotations, which maybe I should just make videos on the rotations themselves, but the reason why they train there is because the EXP rates are high and it's very efficient, and you pretty much do a circle. There is no downtime where you're looking for a monster because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Now, the reason why what people call a griefer shows up is because most people, when they train around a circle for the good XP rates, they don't want someone randomly killing a monster in that circle. You know, some people are more defensive than others. A lot of people in my comments said a lot of the high level players are really aggressive. Now, yes, I can see why a lot of high level players are aggressive. They've been training there for a long time. You have to realize that these players aren't keeping the spots 24/7. They sleep. So they're going out of their way in their day to train for like 8 hours a day, probably on their day off. They don't want to be bothered by some noob. Like, guaranteed they will sleep, and you can come back at the same area at nighttime and they'll probably be gone. That was another thing I saw in my comments. So there's a lot of things to this, and I think a lot of people are like a new player maybe, and they just don't want to be killed. Now, I'm not going to argue, like, this update guaranteed is good for new players because they don't want to get killed. That's just the simple fact of things. It's good for people that don't want to be repeatedly killed for no reason, but sometimes they think it's for no reason, and there is a reason they're getting killed. So hopefully this like enlightens people. Now, I'm going to go over, I guess, all the scenarios where this update would help or hurt, I guess, in certain situations, but I want to say the majority of times is going to be the last situation I talk about, which is why I think it's not helpful. So for the situations, basically we have low levels. We already talked about that. If you're a low level and a high level is killing you, it's probably bad that they can kill you multiple times, I guess. So there you go. You have some protection. They can only kill you 2 times now, and then they have to go do something. But medium levels, I mean, after you hit 56, you can basically go to Sawson once you have enough gear. You can literally go to Pirates at 56. So the problem with this game is, like, level 56 training spots are technically level 59 and 60 training spots because they still offer the best money and experience rates in game. Now, high levels do have some options, but trust me, as a high level, it is very, 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 very hard to find people that are willing to go in the desert to train at a specific location, you know, and actually be geared as geared as you and competent enough and willing to stay as long as people stay at Pirates and Sawsons, which could be up to like 8 hours sometimes. So trust me when I say it is very, very likely that most of the high levels will still be at Pirates and Sawsons. That's just a high level place to train. Like, that's just the place to go. So talking about those places, if you're a medium level, like 56 or so, and you go here, that's when all the situations that I'm going to talk about start happening. So there are 1v1s, you know, if you're the same gear, it's going to be you guys battling it out, whoever kills whoever like 2 times or whatever, then you're going to have negative karma. If you're killing each other at the same time, you guys are just messing with each other. Like, until someone leaves, it's just going to be a battle and arguing and stuff. So it doesn't really matter there. If the person is higher geared than you, they're going to kill you instantly. Now, this is where the update kind of affects it. Now, yes, if you're a low geared person 1v1ing a high level person, they're gonna kill you, but they can only kill you 2 times now instead of 4 times with the updates. But again, if they're higher level and they can kill you, most likely they can kill all the monsters around you faster than you can even do that, unless you're just a different class, like if the class matters. But most likely, if they're geared, they can pretty much dance around you and kill everything around you. So again, I don't know why this update would help them, because they're still going to be killing the entire monsters. And again, if the higher level person was there first, they were probably on a rotation, and you're probably messing up their rotation, and they probably can no longer kill you and get that rotation back. But if it was the opposite, if you're the low level person and they kill you, even if they had karma or not, they can still kill your entire rotation in front of you before you can even kill stuff. So why not just switch channels or go to a lower level rotation? That's kind of my argument. Like, the karma doesn't help the new players, it just helps the dumb players that that don't want to die and just mess up everyone's rotation. I mean, if every single rotation is full on a server, it's probably more efficient to train on a lower level rotation than it is to mess up someone's rotation. It just does not seem to work. I just don't understand. So that's a little bit of why I don't understand why everyone is hating or approving of this update, I guess. But there's also like the 5v1 situation. Alright, so the 5v1 situation. Now, this is the main situation I've been trying to talk about in the comments. I don't think people really understand. They say this update helps new players and hurts like the high geared players, because like that it helps it so that way the geared players will not kill the lower geared players as much. That is not true when you're talking about Pirates and Sawsons, where most people go to train, where I go to train. In this scenario, I am in a 5-man group, and I am less geared than the super god tiered, let's just say it's a warrior. You know, there's a super god tiered warrior, and he wants to come fuck with us, and I'm in a party. You know, I'm about 400 gear score. That's, honestly, it's about average. Some people think I'm really geared, but when you look at the top tier geared players, they can one-shot me, and they have almost 100 gear score over me. So, I mean, let's just say that warrior with 500 gear score, 520, whatever, tries to solo take our rotation. Now, before the update, everyone in our party could kill him 4 times, and this scenario is assuming that all 5 of us can easily kill this warrior, and probably just 3 of us could kill this warrior. But this warrior is a solo, and he wants to mess with us, so he's going to keep coming back. Now, like I said, before the update, we could kill him 4 times each. It only matters who gets the finishing blow. That's how the karma is reducted. So usually the stronger person in the party usually gets the killing blow, like, pretty much most of the time. It depends on what your party is, but assuming you get it like every other time, you're gonna kill him about 6 times, and then your main like damage dealers in the party are gonna run out of karma. Now, this new update cuts that all in half. You can only kill him 2 times until you run out of karma. Now, basically, once you get the killing blow, if you hit him again, you're done. You can't do any more, else you're negative, which is pretty bad, because then he can probably just go around like try to solo you and kill you if you actually went negative. So definitely don't go negative. But yeah, it pretty much cuts the entire party, the power of the party, in half. And again, going back to the rotations, 5-man people going in a circle, it's extremely efficient if they just keep the rotation, but all it takes is that one person to start halfway on the other rotation killing stuff, and then your party has to sit around and wait for things to spawn, because he just completely ruined rotation, and he's probably trying to find anything that spawns to keep ruining it. So if you guys don't kill him, he will take rotation just because he's going to annoy you until you leave. It's really easy to annoy 5 people as well. So yeah, it's just like, you can only kill him so many times now, and until he like has the entire spot, and he's the one out gearing everyone. It's just that 5 people clearly can kill him. I don't understand. So yes, I know I talked about like the higher geared person or the stronger force should keep the spot, but keep in mind everyone has to sleep. Like, parties always have spots eventually if you want to wait. I mean, there's tons of spots. They're constantly trying to add new spots to try and make it so there isn't so much PvP. But honestly, the people that want to spend 8 hours should be able to get the spot instead of someone that doesn't know how to play, doesn't even know what a rotation is, and is probably just going to train for an hour. There has been so many times where griefers just come for an hour or two and leave. Like, we kill people on site, like us high levels, because we deal with so much bullshit. Like, you have no idea how many bullshitters play this game and want to steal your spot. It's really annoying. And the number one tip I'll give you guys, if you guys do not want a PvP, first of all, I'm a high level, I don't kill people on site. I either talk to them or I leave. When I search for a spot, the first server, if it's taken, I change channel no matter what. The second channel I find, if it's taken, I will look for alternate rotation. I will ask them if it was absolutely necessary and I completely outgeared them. I would tell them so. I wouldn't just instantly kill them and be a dick. Like, I don't think I've ever demanded a spot except for like a mancha spot for a guild mission, because it's manchas, come on. But like, I don't understand. The only thing I do understand is there's a lot of dicks in this game and there's a lot of high level assholes. So I can totally see why people like this update. But as an average player who trains at average training spots and likes to train in groups because he doesn't like to train solo because it's just boring and lonely, I really don't like this update. I really don't. And hopefully you guys understand why, but feel free. I'm sure I'll have so many comments in this video to read and I guess try to answer. I don't know. But that was just me talking out of my ass for probably 10 minutes, but I really thought it had to be said because I have a lot of opinions on this because I've trained a lot. Like, I'm not a high level PvPer. I don't do sieges that much at all. I don't PvP that much at all. Like, I'm just an average player trying to train. At least right now. I mean, I don't know about 6 months from now. Maybe I might be that elitist eventually, but for now, I don't like this update. Alright, bye bye.